forum in there anyway. Oh,
That's nuts. We're still keeping this up for comedy. Assuming that's
All right.
thank you.
Welcome you to Porch Talk. This is your host, Alan, and well, we've never quite done this, and I appreciate y'all being some guinea pigs for many things done today.
Thanks for having us.
We're at Al Spirits of Music here in Reform, Alabama. We got the backdrop from where the band just played, and first time we had a full band, drums, bass, guitar. We had Hayden Hunter in the Year of the Trials.
It's awesome.
What's up, Brandon and Simon?
Yep. I'm Brandon. I'm Simon. You had to guess it's Hayden.
Yeah.
By the way, this is Hayden, everybody. Man, I appreciate y'all coming up here to play the show. I know, like, something like this, I appreciate y'all taking a chance on it. Same with, like, taking a chance on Porch Fest. Like, I know it's kind of like a weird request. You're like, hey, what? Even more so with this, but, like, I try to create kind of pretty fun environment and give them, it's all about discovery.
You did a good job.
Yeah.
Porch Fest was awesome.
Speaking of discovery, the bands you had at that event was fire. The whole night was jamming.
Yeah.
So we thoroughly enjoyed that night. Yeah, that was fun.
But did I need the first full band I was going to have booked from here was y'all? Because, I mean, like, y'all was like top tier and, like, really have become my favorite band since then. And then when the music drops on your streamers, YouTube, Spotify, whatever, that's a daily burner, man.
That means a lot.
And, you know, it's even better that y'all local. Like, this is about to pop off because there's something about it. So congrats, man. Tell me a little bit about the formation.
Man, it really started about 2 years ago, like, or actually the beginning of 2024. We used to do a lot more of the covery kind of thing. And one day I just, like, started it. And so Simon's been with us since before then.
2023.
2023, yeah, he's been playing this project since 2023. Brandon's the newest addition.
The new guy.
New guy.
I caught on.
New and cool guy.
I was happy that I came across them. I was doing a little entertainment thing, and they spoke by my house for a little session. I was like, these guys are good. So when Hayden came out, he's like, "Wanna play some drums? When we jamming, give me the song. I'll start playing right now." So,
Yeah.
You want to explain the name, the Yearly Trials?
Oh, the yearly trials all started because we had like a revolving door of just crazy mess happen every year. And it was like it became an inside joke that kind of stuck. It's like, hey, this year we're gonna lose. Like, you know, what's gonna happen or what kind of crazy stories are gonna come about it.
Well, that's pretty cool. I guess I should have asked, like, just about the name of it first. But yeah, good grief. Like, when I think Yearly Trials, like, wow, it's perfect. It's like, that's kind of what I had in mind. I just didn't know it. Yeah, there must be a spiraling cast of characters.
It's funny, I'm learning this information with you, Al. Oh, great. So I interpret it as, you know, Hayden Hunter and, like, the problems we deal with yearly. Like, struggles.
Yes, kind of, yes.
He writes great lyrics about life, good and bad, struggles,
Bad mistakes.
you know, everything we all go through. So I just assumed that was the name. And then we're going to do stuff this year. Yeah, you're pretty good. But that was good.
Welcome to your first problem.
So good.
We brought you here to Alabama to break some news.
There you go. All right, well,
Simon,
later.
will you lead this?
Sorry to break it to you, Brandon. All right. Well.
Oh, man. Well, man, just like from the formation, and Jackson, Mississippi has a great music scene. Like, tell me a little bit about, like, just kind of growing up and, like, just being in that scene.
Man, it was cool. Like, honestly grew up going to like metal shows, met a bunch of friends throughout since I was like 14. So going to metal shows. It's always been a small but like blossoming community. It's a bunch of people who are there for one another and kind of want to try to build something better constantly. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to kind of be in. And very talented people out there. And a lot of good people.
Absolutely. What about y'all two, man? Like, what's it like being in that area?
So I grew up in Raymond, Mississippi, which is about 10 miles out from Jackson. I still claim Jackson. But for me, music is one of those things. Me and my friends played a lot of music together. I went on to community college, played in a jazz band, jazz combo, all the institutional music sort of things, but it was a way to play with my friends and all that stuff. Through that, I got involved with the Jackson scene, started branching out a lot more, going out to a lot of shows, saw Hayden, and the rest is history.
It's true. I remember when I met you. This is before we used to do like a 2-piece kind of thing. We'd have like some other guest guitars, so like not to name names, but certain bands have two pieces. But that was what we're trying to go for originally. And then Simon actually, after a gig at an Irish pub that's not around anymore,
It's proactive India.
Rest in peace,
he walked up and was like,
Yeah.
"Y'all be good with the bass player." I was like, "All right, let me see what this guy's about."
Yeah, he looked at me. He was like, "Oh, you're in Jago."
Oh,
No, I was like, let me see. And then he was good. Now here it is. Fast forward now.
I'm new to the whole Jackson scene. I'm actually from Arizona. My wife is born and raised in Mississippi. I met her out in Arizona. In fact, the family came out here. But all I have to say, coming from a big city in the music scene, it's not just being cool. It's not, there's no vibe. But I came here. These are one of the first bands I met too. These two that start getting to know all the different bands. The bands out here support each other. They stay for the whole show. They share each other's flyers. They run it up. I mean, there's so much more support in the community. It's smaller, but I think the amount of love is bigger. If that makes any sense.
Dude, I'll tell you this. This is an interesting fact about the state as a whole. But like, just one thing about community, and it is a little different. Like when it comes to Alabama, and Mississippi, it seems, even though they're twin states, like, man, I feel like it's hard for someone in Alabama to get into the Mississippi scene and vice versa.
Yeah.
And like a lot of times, man, and I'm sure like Arizona, you feel this. It's like with like it's a lot of cutthroat. Absolutely. I mean, and it's hard to get away from that. But like when it comes to the state of Mississippi, like per capita, the state is like out of the 50, the most bizarre with this. If you were to just walk to anybody on the street, the percentage of people in the state, it's over 70%, they would identify as an artist.
Yeah.
And like the difference in Alabama, Mississippi, again, it's a lot easier to be an artist in Mississippi just because like it seems like it's more cohesive and more people support it because they get it.
Well, we also have that history and that
Jim Henson, with the
I'm
Muppets,
and
Yeah.
all the Delta Blues artists,
yeah,
all the hill country artists, they all came from Mississippi. You know, Carl Burnside, Muddy Waters, all these legendary artists from Mississippi, and that's something that's important to me is carrying on a legacy within the state,
absolutely.
continuing to push for that art forward into the future.
That's what seems to be like. I'm learning more and more about being here and just living here and seeing things. Oh wait, I was here. You know what I mean? Like all the things that you hear about.
Yeah. I mean, just like my own beloved, like probably my favorite movie of all time, Oh Brother Warthog.
Yeah.
You know, it's the Southern Odyssey.
Yeah.
I don't get it, big man. It's all about the funny boys.
All about the law.
Oh, but yeah, just I mean, just growing up and you see the Muppets on TV. On TV, they came from mine.
Is this from here?
That's from Mississippi.
Mississippi, yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
another thing that
Upper Mount
wow.
It's,
It's great being here. I think someone asked me, "Do you miss Arizona?" At first, I did, but being more involved and just, I don't know. I'm really starting to love it here. The weather, the people, like you said, everyone I've been meeting, I call them funky people, artsy, music, some sort of creative. It's pretty neat. Yeah.
Man, just like growing up, we're in Reform, Alabama, and like I grew up just north of here in Kennedy, about 10 miles up the road. This town was where I would wake up on a Saturday or Sunday morning, come get me a biscuit from Jack's. Like I've always done business in this town, and hell, John's from this town, but the same applies here as it did in Kennedy, and I'm sure it's this way in y'all's place, even though you may be living around the capital of the state, but from a smaller area, is we had to make our own fun.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, man, it might have been skateboarding, it might have been like graffiti or paintballing, or I mean, it could have been hunting, music, or it could be a mix of things. But like just coming from a place where like you have to make your own fun, like when somebody's trying to do something cool, you really want to wrap your arms around it and kind of be a part of it. Like, how can I help you?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds fun. I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel up here.
Grassroots growth.
Well, tell me a little bit about like finding the sound, man. Just like as far as you like getting into music, and then I want to hear from each of y'all like the story of like why, and then like we'll talk about the overall sound. Because like my impression was, y'all blew my ears back at Porch Fest, and now like to have it here like in the store, which is a feat we pulled off, but yet very ridiculous thing to do.
It was cool. It was cool. No bottles were broken.
Nothing
Yeah,
broke.
hey.
Nothing broke. Almost.
The thing is, close. Hey, we have video proof.
Yeah, we're good.
But man, just
Yeah,
how you finding this sound, man, and how'd you get into it?
I think it's just it's really an evolution of like me obviously growing up around the blues and all of that. Like it's a large backbone of I guess our sound and everything. But at the same time, I grew up listening to like punk rock, indie rock was huge when I was kind of growing up. Any kind of all like emo, Midwest emo, all that stuff was huge, and I was like kind of pumping it in my ears constantly. And that stuff got me through some stuff like how the blues get through their things. That's what the combination was all genres I listened to in this. I think just naturally cemented itself over time. You know, it's kind of grown. It's like, oh, I like the sound from this thing. It's beautiful. Um, it's easy. It's easy for me to create something that feels natural based off what I feel.
Well, man, I could just tell, like, just from you describe it right there, just from some of the song titles and the lyrics of the songs. I mean, that's what it's about. Novocaine,
It sounds about
ain't shit free,
yeah,
you know?
that's something about money.
Yeah.
I found your lyrics very moving.
Yeah, same.
And at the same time, I can interpret it how I, like the band, like,
Yeah.
interpret my own way, but like I can also see a blueprint of why, like the other public.
Well, before I move on from you, Hayden, like, what made you want to pick up a guitar?
Man,
I know you said growing up in it, but like, was it a family member? Or?
there was a family member who played guitar. He played some like the new metal kind of early 2000s rock thing.
Corn?
He wasn't. No, it wasn't with Korn. It was a band called Fuse X. And they kind of. I don't know if they ever did or did anything, but I remember seeing that as a kid. And I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
this shit's awesome. And that's the kind of stuff from there. And I picked it up. Didn't pick it up until I was 12 because, like you said, skateboarding busted my head quite a few times. I was like, yeah, fuck this, I'm done. And so I picked up a guitar instead. And I guess the rest is kind of history on that one.
Hell yeah. Brandon, what's up?
What was the question?
Dude,
What
just
to
like,
play?
just
I like to-
picking up drums or guitar. I've already asked a couple of questions, but and I know the answer. But man, you just getting into music and like what came first, like percussion, guitar, like your journey with.
Okay. I can remember right now, 4 years old, I walked in the living room. For the first time, I finally recognized what the turntable was. And it had these VU meters on it. I watched my dad put records on. So instead of watching TV and cartoons, I wanted to learn this. What is this thing? So I get involved with music and just, wow. Yeah, my parents are young, so they had all big rock records. I grew up listening to Prince, AC/DC, and you name Fleetwood Mac, everything. I was just going through those vinyls and couldn't help but like dance and what. I'd grab my dad's tennis racket, make guitars, and bang on pillows. And I was like, I can maybe be involved in this. So I don't know. Just at the young age, I just wanted to make music. Just hyper fixated on it ever since. So it's probably a little same fit, but you know.
Sitting down there.
That's it, yeah.
So like, was the move from Arizona to here, like
It was-
Mississippi's history easy? Like, well, at least I got that. I got to put up with the humidity and the heat.
That's what.
That part.
It's funny because I was working back home and I was running a print business and we had like a warehouse and I had a swamp cooler, so we were cranking like get used to that humidity. You're going to Mississippi soon, but it was most of just leaving a place I've been for so long, with roots in there, and then go someplace brand new. But being so involved in music back home, just having that love for it, I think I just kind of sniffed out good musicians. So
I agree with that.
you know what I mean? Like when you like something, it just kind of finds you or you find it. So it's been cool. Like at first, it was a big move, but I'm glad I did it. It's a cool state. Like I like what you said, how it's so weird. You know what I mean? It's good.
Like the good kind of essential.
But to pick up drums, I just wanted to do that because I just wanted to make people move. I love seeing people move to music. Because you can reach somebody without using words.
If you ain't got bass and drums, they ain't gonna move.
It's true, exactly.
We all ran on board. No, I'm just crazy about music. That's it.
Yeah. Simon, dude, tell me a little bit about that journey, man.
So it's a bit of a funny story.
Okay,
My childhood, from infancy to I was about 12 years old at that time, I didn't want anything to do with music because my mom was a gospel singer and she would drag me around to all the gigs she played.
Oh, you got burned out quick.
Yeah, all the churches around Jackson, all the churches around Mississippi, I got dragged around, and I wanted nothing to do with music. I wanted to be like my dad. I wanted to be a scientist. And
Which he kind of is.
He wears a Pink Floyd shirt. I
call
knew
him-
you wanted to get signed.
No, I call him Simon behind his back. So
right,
So
right.
interesting.
But yeah, when I was about 12 years old, I heard dubstep for the first time, and it blew my fucking mind. And I remember I went on a Google rabbit hole. I was like, how to make dubstep? How do I make beats? And all this stuff. And
They use the bass guitar.
No, I hadn't even learned bass or guitar at that point. My first instrument, if you can call it that, was the computer. I made beats from ages like 12 all the way to today. I do that in my spare time. But when I was about 15 or 16 is whenever I started actually finding out that there were people in my community who played real live music. Like that really blew my mind. And I also had my brother's influence. He was a guitarist, played with a lot of sort of really shitty Raymond bands at the time. And for him, it was a similar thing that wound up being for me, which is it was a way for him to play with his friends. It was a way for them to express themselves. And my brother's influence really got me into trying out guitar. So I was about 15 or 16, picked up the guitar for the first time, and it just clicked. And then my friend group at the time, a couple years later, they all played an instrument. So we had a guitarist, we had a drummer, and we had another guitarist, and they were like, "We need a bass player." So they looked at me and they were like, "Yeah, we play bass." It's stuck ever since.
he's good at bass.
There's something about bass, man. It goes back to those roots with me making electronic music back when I was 12. You know, it's that hyper focus on the bass and how it's structured the song, how it leads and guides it. You know.
I base a lot of my grooves off the riffs that he comes up with. I'm following what Simon said. 'Cause he's moving around, you know, and so
Yeah, dude.
I kind of bounce my rhythm off him. And I'm still following the song structure.
I enjoyed playing bass. I'm a huge bass head. Like when Philip lets me play like with those guys. I really enjoy that because like bass is like it doesn't get the credit that man can it set the tone.
It makes the asses move.
Yeah.
It does.
For real.
It's
And
the
then,
hip
like-
shaker, it's the hip
And
shaker.
then when the bass and drums work together,
They click.
Yeah.
and then the guitars free up to where they're like, and I think that's like one thing that I was telling, I think Josh was like, one thing I like about a lot of your songs is it's ever changing. Like, it's not even a place where it necessarily makes sense, which is another thing I like. It's, oh, new change. We're not playing that style. We're faster now. We're swapping time signatures.
And that comes from our background playing covers and being a bit of a jam band back in the day.
Yeah.
We got used to communicating with one another on stage and changing things up. So we still carry that to this day.
Yeah, I mean, just back to the money song, right? Ain't shit free. I mean, like, just out of nowhere, it kind of kicks up to where it's almost like bluegrass.
Yeah. Very country-esque leaning. For
And then,
sure.
boom, another change. So, man, like, that's well done on that. What about, like, influences? Like, man, I get, like, Rise Against from you.
Yeah, I do like Rise Against, Bad Religion. Who else from that time period? It's just like hot water music.
Yeah.
The Gaslight Anthem is one of my favorite bands, and the Social Distortions, like all those kind of things. There's a lot of that in my like pop in headphones. Like, you know, that's some of the shit I like listen to a lot still. So
Yeah. Brandon, what's up, dude? Tell me some
Man, I was trying to think
influences.
of influences, but you were, you know, like we're at
That's still
school,
where
like,
I'm
I'm
from.
next, I'm next.
All right, Simon, pop quiz.
Well, hey, I'm wearing it right here.
You already brought it up. Here it goes.
he was ready.
But yeah, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, all those classic rock bands. Also like the 90s grungy stuff, Alice in Chains, some Deftones, that sort of stuff. Really, that's what shaped me playing guitar and bass. But when it comes to just general music stuff, I've got way too many artists to sit here and list out.
Go, Chaperone.
But
Come on.
she has some good songs.
Can't even
But
lie.
I don't even know who you guys just talked about, so I don't
Her
know.
rock.
Who is it?
Chapel Roan.
She's a
You ever watch that shit? Those shorts on Instagram. It's this cat named Shit. He's got like this ridiculous haircut.
No.
And I'm gonna show it when we get done with this.
I got it.
But they made a whole video. Like they put out videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And he's like, "Yeah, do it, lady, do it, all the time, or whatever you like." It is real funny, and he looks goofy. He's got the glasses. But they did a whole video about him like discovering Chaperone. And they're sitting in like this office job. They're like IT guys, just like in a dungeon in an office building. And they're like videoing him like looking at Chaperone, like on YouTube. Oh, that's
What
what
is
it
that?
is.
That
Yeah,
is?
that's
Oh,
what it is.
okay.
I'm gonna keep on. And he's watching that. You can tell he's into it. And like it shows him coming back from his lunch break from Subway, and he had like a pink, like just like cut off shirt and a pink cowboy hat. And they're like, "Dude, Chip, did you go to lunch like that?" He's yeah. And puts on Chaperone.
I'm gonna listen to this on the way home.
It was like that's guilty pleasure stuff.
Is it? I have some guilty pleasure people about those, but
Or maybe not. You could just be a fan of.
dang.
I'm a Sabrina Carpenter head. Her and Billie Eilish, like the time signatures of the songs. If you look at them,
They're pretty weird.
it's
Billy Eilish
it's not
really.
it's not bad music.
Production's gnarly too, like the most songs. It's crazy.
All right, Brandon, you ready?
Couldn't think of necessarily like an influence, but like by the time I was like really playing a lot of drums, I'm a punk rock kid. I grew up in the punk rock scene, so I just liked all that like against the system, just a lot of energy and angsty things. So I gravitated to a lot of fast and just a lot of crazy drummers, but like big influence: Chad Sexton, 311, Chad Smith from Red Hot Chili Peppers. It coming in from Deftones, those are just the drummers that have these unique grooves. I just can't get enough of that. So I listen to like Deep Martin and Louis Prima and G. So my influences are all over the map. But again, if the drums are making someone either move, they're fast, slow, I just love drums. I listen to drums by themselves. It's weird. For tribal drums, I love listening to like when Native Americans get down and do like their big drum things. Like I was working on a music festival once. We actually had the Hopi tribe come in. And they did a big drum circle, and like somehow it started raining and lightning and thunder, and I can just feel these emotions in me just by the way they were hitting these drums, and just so mesmerizing. So
I said there's like two frequencies.
right, and so I try to bring that with drums too, like the smack hard, change velocity, kind of shake it up a little bit. So I don't know, if any of that made sense. I don't know.
Like,
Made perfect sense. One for you. When you wake up in the morning and go to work, what's the first song you put on?
Really? It's gonna be a Dean Martin song.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. Dean Martin, I've really been to Louis Prima, Keely Smith. We actually had those records. I think record heads pronounced my wife right. But you would think I wanted to start rock and roll right in the morning, but like I'm on like a lounge show, I'm making coffee. Because back then, those in Vegas, that was the hot show. There was so much energy. Have you ever seen Louis Prima perform, you guys?
No.
You've seen Jungle Book, the cartoon movie? The monkey? Yeah. They animated that monkey around Louis Prima because when he came in the studio, him and his band were literally jumping around and recording and just dancing. So you had to like move the mics to
that's
band.
wild.
So they brought all that energy. It wasn't just like performing a song, they like made you dance. I was just like enthralled with that. So it's like we could bring that to a rock and roll show or anything. I mean, that movement. So it's gonna be something like Dean Martin, Louis Prima in the morning. But by mid-afternoon, it's Deftones, it's Pandemic, hot water music. It's Every Time I Die. It's hardcore. It's older than that. Whitney Houston sometimes.
Hey.
We were on tour when I walked into the deli. What was playing? Whitney Houston. I had no shame. I was singing.
It was good, so it was
And the whole deli was moving, and there you go again, music making you move. So
Yeah, that kind of makes sense with that, dude. Because I mean, there was several times where like if he wasn't moving, he was live, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, great set. All right, let's talk a little bit more about just, man, tell me a little bit about the recording process for the new EP.
And,
What's the word,
I
man?
think it's like I'm trying to figure it out. It's technically just an album. Like it just met album threshold. I think an EP is 5 or less songs.
Hell yeah, okay. Well,
So I
my
guess
bad
it's
on that.
No, it's all good. It's
I don't
confusing.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like thinking about it as you said. I
I
was
thought
like,
everything an EP.
there's an LP, which I don't know what it even stands for, and there's an EP. I don't even know what that stands for. It's a difference.
Extended play.
Extended
I'm
play,
curious,
long
it's
play.
Long play.
Yeah.
Okay.
But wouldn't an extended play be shorter than the long?
Yeah, that is kind of goofy.
And they have the word mixtape now.
What was it, mixtape?
Well,
Mixtape was when you made a tape for a girl used to like back in the day. With the song.
I'm glad we had this. Okay, I'm just gonna call things albums. Should be.
Yeah, recording.
The recording.
That's what I've been doing. So the recording.
It's just a recording.
It's pretty much.
Man, the new one.
But it was cool. It took about a year to do actually. So it's been under the scenes for about a year. We recorded a spot called Eternal Beyond Studio in Florence, Mississippi, which is 15 minutes away from less, probably 10 minutes from Jackson. And Nate Maines is the one who Nate Maines and Chad Wesley were a big help out. They both helped produce the whole thing over time. And yeah, we did drums and bass together, and all that was done together. And I did all the guitar overdubs. Try to keep it as organic as we could with the sound. So nice mics, cool people, cool process.
Oh yeah. What about like with song selection and I gotta say the live portion is true to form with what's recorded. What about the process, man?
And the process itself is we're trying to keep it like you said. Is like we kind of develop the sound live, what we know we want to sound like. We try to transfer that.
It was mostly all live tracks.
It was mostly it was a lot of
Just
a
one
live
take.
track. Like I did overdubs with guitars, but it was like one take overdubs. So I could get a bunch of stuff I wanted to
People
type in.
overthink it. Just want to play it.
Yeah, I just want to play
Play
it.
here, not there.
And these are songs that I've been written since 2019 to. Well, the most recent one on that was Ain't Shit Free, and that was come out. I heard that in 2023, and so it's like getting a bunch of older songs that I've been wanting to push out finally. So it was cool.
Success.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's fun. It's like kind of weird. Like they're like they become like your little babies, and so it's like want to make sure they're done right, and yeah, done right. It was stressful, but in a good way. Like it was a fun stress,
Necessary sense.
necessary stress.
Well, the hardest part about them things, it's like, man, it's a fun question, but it's different for each one. When is one actually finished? Is it after you recorded it? Because it might be while you're on tour, and like just one night, somebody's in some kind of a mood, and like, oh, we found a different way to. I think we like this way better, and the song grew a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, shit, we already cut it.
That's we actually still have that moment with some of these songs where like we kind of change them for a live show. It can sound similar. We do certain things, kind of. Oh, this would go awesome there. That we've actually recorded it, you know. So yeah, it's a real.
I will
thing.
say the best way to listen to us is to see us live.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I agree with that. What about it, man? Like, tell me a little bit about your experience. Like, just as far as like, man, we got these lists of songs together, and like we're going in there. We're about to.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
it's this thing live.
yeah, I played bass, man. It was pretty straightforward for me. I went there, just one long day. Yeah, 12 hours in the studio, and we tracked every song, live tracked it all to the metronome. Did about 2 or 3 takes of each song, and from there, the producer just kind of picked what parts were the best. That was it for me, at least.
All right, guys. With the yearly trials, and that being in the name, is there any prep for a show? Some kind of a ritual, some kind of a we gotta burn incense.
We got it right here, brother.
Actually, we have a funny story about it.
Red cup water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
We're
weird.
gonna go with water.
Hydrate.
The incense, we were driving in the van, it was hot. Simon had his, because you know how 3 dudes in a van smell. Simon
That was
brought
interesting.
incense, being smart
It was
guy.
just on a whim. I just brought it
Smart
on.
guy, actually smart. No, he lights the incense, and all of a sudden we go, the incense, or do we feel much cooler?
It was probably not much cooler. It
Nothing.
just smelled better.
It's not a pre-show ritual here.
It's one of those psychological things.
The aromatics told us, but ritual? I don't know. Get a bite in before we play. I don't know. What do we do?
Yeah, like sometimes it'll throw you off. Especially if you sing it, like what if you get to know yourself, but what if I had too many of these, I might get a little burpy, or
Yeah.
oh, I can't have too much fried food, I'll have to take a shit.
Oh yeah, sure. I can't eat anything for
These are real topics.
That's real stuff. Yeah.
We're getting to the nitty gritty.
I like it. I like it.
We go deep.
We do.
Yeah. All the way to your bowels.
He might change it to yearly vowels. I don't know.
Yearly vowels.
Shake, rattle. There you go. Oh, very fun. Well, dude, like, tell me about a little bit about songwriting process.
Man, it's a strange process. Like when I write a song, it's either I'll sit on it for too long or it never gets done, or sometimes I'll write one in a day, 2 days, a week, and cut it there and just what can I do to improve? Like lyrics wise, it takes the longest. Music wise, not so much. Like I'm always super meticulous about even when I put incorrect like grammar in, it's purposely done. Uh, so I get super meticulous about lyrics and I overthink. And I give it a song a month, and if it don't, I don't like it. Back to the drawing board for writing. So
Is that just for you, or is it?
I think I write like the structure of the song. So I give it these guys like, how do you make this suck less?
He has no savvy stuff. Yeah, learn this stuff.
Yeah, and that was gonna be like when I passed the ball to y'all. It's like the entire process, because like one thing that you expressed to me is like, when we're talking about doing the show, it's like if we're gonna do it, the band's gonna have to. Because this is band centric, and like I'm not doing it by myself. And I was like, that's great.
I'm a lyric. Like, it's funny. They started out as like folk something songs, and I take it over to let's unfolk it and start to rock too.
On the new one we've been working on, had it threw it at us in rehearsal. Yeah, and we're like, it was vibing, we're like, cool. And then where were we at? Muscle Shoals? Yeah, he's like, we're playing it. I was like,
Yeah, sit it on them, dude.
that was the most stressful 3 minutes of my life. Like, he's just throwing this at us. We don't know where it's going. But it worked out because I can see what he's doing. He's vibing it, feeling out what's going to happen. Where will these guys take it next? And we pulled it off. But like, I can see why you did that. Like, where's this song sitting? Yeah, is this ready? Should I bring that on here? Should you just chorus twice or 3 times? But
See, what's funny about that song is me and Hayden wrote it together probably like a year or so ago.
oh, really?
Yeah. And so by the time we played it in Muscle Shoals, I barely.
No,
But
I
I
feel
remember
the test
enough.
against me.
Yeah.
I feel the test.
I remember it enough.
We were
where-
bullying Brandon that day.
We know the song. See the drummer.
But that's my job as a bass player, keeping you in check.
Yeah.
At least supporting part of the drums, right?
Yeah.
Who cares about the vibe?
Yeah, we care about the time. But I think we communicate well as a band too. Just on the road, Simon. We're having
Well, dude, I think we capture some of those moments, like just with the film today. It's like, just it being this kind of show and being able to see it like this is like just head nods and like, there we are, and kind of getting in it.
cool. We'll let you notice that. That's cool. Yeah.
That's
If you say
super
communication, 7% nonverbal. So
Yeah.
you can shoot that eye. I watch their body movements too. Guitar players do the thing with their feet and their left hand. Bass players do a little thing. I'm just, he's doing a solo. Here we
Drummers
go.
do the faces.
Oh man, I'm probably making stupid faces. I'm probably thinking about dinner.
That was an exact face a couple times.
Can't wait to watch it. No, I think we get along well. We communicate well. We survive in band. We like strangling each other and just over coffee 2 times. Like, hey, you coming in too soon on this one spot. I'm gonna do a little loop. Wait for it to come in, and then now, we had not much ego. Like, no, I'll play when I want to play. And I feel like we're all working with these guys. I think we know like not to step on each other's parts. Let's bring the dynamic. I think we all speak dynamics pretty well. So just understanding that, and that makes us a tight team.
Well, guys, I appreciate y'all coming to play for us today, and for being on the pod. I got 3 more questions, so we'll wrap it up.
All right, thanks for having
He
me.
rapped
Yeah,
us.
thanks for having us.
He's been the host with the most.
Yes.
Right.
He made burgers.
He fed
for
us.
He gave us some.
He
They're
grilled
good
burgers.
too.
Yeah. I didn't catch anything on fire today, which I'm very impressed with. It's all flammable here, by the way.
Hey, I'm just saying, if you want a good burger, come see him right here.
Dude, we
Just a good
cook every Saturday. Like, we might do hot dogs or whatever else. We do give those out. Like,
Just
come
pop
on,
in
you
one
walk
day.
you walk in the store and be like, "Ooh, like you ain't had nothing to eat today."
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it
Be
here.
like,
That's what he said to
"Guys,
us. Yeah. You guys have breakfast?
Did you guys eat today?
Yeah.
So,
Sound like your grandma, right?
Hey,
so look, boy, you ate today. You don't look like it. But just to wrap it up, guys, is just from the formation. This might be more for you two. I mean, you're the group, but like just as far as like the yearly trials of it, and just from the sound accomplished, like even if you were to just put today, was it worth it?
100%.
Absolutely. I think right now we're in the strongest formation that we've ever kind of really been in. It's more of, even outside of like musicianship skill, it's personality. How like how well we all get along and everything makes a difference. Positive thing, positive momentum.
Anything else y'all want to add?
I think it's like I said, I'm just obsessed with playing music. So I'm glad I found a cool band to play with that actually has songs like Lazy. It's been neat to see the feedback or hear on the podcast. So
Yeah.
it was worth driving here today.
It was cool.
I'd come back next Saturday. It's hot dogs ready.
Yeah, get the hot dogs ready.
Hot
I
dog.
got relish.
Yeah, hot sauce.
We are about to start broadening out the garnishes.
Sweets.
We will put hot salsa on your hot dogs.
I'm a hot
Yeah.
sauce guy. I'm a hot sauce guy.
Everybody. All right, anything you'd like to add to that? Because I wanted to
Nothing
start
much.
with you for question 2.
Oh,
Shoot me with question 2.
All right, what is the venue in your mind that man, I could play anywhere? Where would it be?
The venue in my mind, right?
You already know. You know.
I don't. That's the funny part. I gotta think about this. My truthful answer is, I don't know, because the best venue that I can play is a place where my friends can come, or my family can come, where the people who matter come, and they all show up and support. I'm there to move people. I'm there to have an impact on people, and having that impact on the people closest to you is what matters the most.
I
So
get that.
wherever I can play that is able to impact the people that matter.
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, Dream.
Madison Square Garden. Why not?
MSG.
yeah.
I'm a firm believer if you really focus and want something, pretty much 9 out of 10.
You stole it right on now.
And we're
That-
talking about going
I
to
would
East
think
Coast.
I'd just like to play like some super badass festivals more so than a venue like cool like
Right.
Rally would be cool, or even like Bonnaroo or
Yeah,
something like that one day.
Well,
Yeah,
You're right.
big time.
You flirt with the right networks that know people that play it. It's like,
too bad Warped Tour isn't a thing anymore.
I mean,
I'm there.
I got a lot of respect for like the festivals and stuff like that. Like Monterey definitely comes to mind, but like, man, one thing that I couldn't believe, it was either like this year, maybe a year or two ago, it was like Memphis and May died. They'll do Bill Street Music Festival.
They don't do that anymore?
As far as I know, it's done.
I haven't. Yeah, I've not seen
And
it.
you know, like Shaky Knees was coming up every, what they did, Shaky Knees and Memphis and May the same weekend for years. And like they would just kind of share the lineup because it's geographically close. But we were always in Memphis in May, but when you would see videos from Shaky Knees, you could tell all the crowd was going to Atlanta instead. Because you could see the same thing.
Yeah,
They wanted to be there instead. Which is weird. They're both kind of music towns, but I don't know.
It's weird how that happens.
Or it could have been something else. Maybe it had gotten passed down and like whoever took it over didn't really understand the vision and couldn't carry on with it. I mean, who knows?
I didn't realize it was gone.
It's great. I keep telling Hayden we should go out to Sturgis Motorcycle Rally.
Yes.
Familiar? Black Hills, South Dakota. I used to go up
So
there.
down.
I'm gonna sound old, but I used to go up there half of my lifetime ago running sound up there. So anybody, I know some of the audience members out there listening, I know you go to rallies, so expect us to roll through, but I want to do it so bad. If these guys are ready, hey,
Okay,
We have
we got a band.
we have a guy at our open mic, Wes Davis. He plays bass, stand up bass, electric bass, whatever kind of bass. He'll just play bass for you. But once a year, his band they gets called up. Kenneth Bryant band, is that right? And they play Sturgis every year. And I can't tell you how many videos and photos. Dude,
You
it
can't
looks like
describe
it
it.
rules.
Oh, you can't describe. I could try. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, like
But I think he would do well. We would do well.
I think we'll.
hell yeah, I do too. But that's why
Sturgis
like
Lucas.
festivals instead of a place, man. That's like it's a different experience and like
Every night's different.
It's always crazy. You know how this band called me? You know what their name was? I don't know how they found me.
That's the name of the band.
Yeah, and like you would see them on flyers, and you would be like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
And I went and saw them like 2 or 3 times just because of that. And like all they do for the most part, because that's the only time I ever see them like really touring, festivals. They're just on a festival run. I don't know how they found me, but they did. And it's on there.
That reminds me of Back to the Future. I don't know how they found me. You don't know?
Well, last question with y'all is, man, you can take it one or two ways. Is it can be a location or a book read, but like, what's the best way to kind of find some peace of mind? How do you escape?
I read a lot. My wife works at Barnes and Noble, so she's always bringing books.
You got a favorite genre?
I don't. Like, my mix is so weird. I'm reading Dorian Gray by, what is that? No, I'm sorry. I'm reading some Oscar Wilde. I'm reading Flea's new book. I just read The Shawshank Redemption by Stephen King. I love that movie. So it's just kind of whatever. I'm all over the map. If I can entertain myself.
What y'all do?
Well, I grew up in the country, so I got to say for me, it's disconnecting, being away from technology, being away from everything, just being out in nature, out in the woods with a stick. You know.
Similar kind of thing. Like it's like, for some reason, I find comfort in water. I always have. So like, on a kayak or by water, it doesn't matter. Just sit by water, just listen to wind rustle across the top of it. It clears my head. It's like it's cathartic.
There's something out here being with the trees. I know some other things to me when I'm outside at the coffee court and something out there.
It ever seemed like to you, especially in the mornings when you first got out of here, like just in this part of the country, that it kind of felt like time moved a little slower?
Yeah, yeah.
I try to explain this to my friends back home. I'm like, man, just come visit. I try to tell you, the air smells like it. Like, I know what Johnny Cash is singing about some of the songs. It smells like southern air. When I first heard that song just recently, I was like, that's what it's talking about. It's like, you gotta live, I guess.
I think it's a good way to distract from like, just like you said, like being in the southern air, like going out in the morning. Like it's a good way that really distracts you from life's daily shit. Almost so like your jobs is not natural, like stuff like that. You know, it's like we're supposed to be out here, man. We're supposed to be one with nature.
My new favorite hobby is yard work.
Yeah.
You know, you come over there, it looks nice. I'm out there like putting my hands in the dirt, making burn piles, trim trees, mowing lawn. Yeah,
Funny story, the older I get, the more I enjoy working on cars, just being in a minute.
I get them.
Don't fix the Lincoln. Oh, come on, man. Let's just go.
Yeah, fixed our
I'll read and while you guys online.
So there you go. Just one thing before we go, as far as the socials, where they can find the music, website, where is the best place to stay caught up with everything y'all have going on?
So I have Instagram, it's Hayden C. Hunter, and we have a Facebook at Hayden Hunter the Yearly Trials. But all socials pretty much Hayden C. Hunter on my end. We all do a bunch of different ventures, so we all just promote the show individually on Instagram. Spotify, Hayden Hunter the Yearly Trials, every streaming platform, honestly.
Honestly, you just Google your name, pop up.
I never tried, dude. I want to do it. I just feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's all my crime records.
It's trials.
My trials.
That's what the name came from.
There you go. Anything else to do?
Pardon?
Anything else to do? All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming up for us.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
No.
Great. We're going to record button. Y'all do the exact
Oh,
same
no.
thing.